Finally, well, since I've been trying to come up live, YouTube has been keeping me uh just hanging me there. How are you all doing? I'm coming. Let me turn on this light. I don't know. How is everything going? Can you all hear me well? Sorry, we are late today. I'm someone that likes to keep to time and I like to keep to my promise. Um, yeah, we are live. We are live finally. How is everything going? For my YouTube growth community, how is the journey so far? I have some questions coming in with regard YouTube growth, which means I'm going to start some live session on YouTube growth and copyright, and then the YouTube monetization policies also. Before I go ahead, my name is Attorney Cynthia Azor. I'm a dual licensed attorney. I'm licensed to practice law in Nigeria and in United States. Recently passed the bar exams, and since then I've been holding live sessions on bar prep tips on this channel. And I've also been holding live sessions on US LLM tips because I've been getting lots of questions. So I felt like since I have a platform, this would be an avenue to reach out to as many persons who are prepping for the bar exam and as many persons who have questions with regard to UBE, right? So we also share digital growth tips on this channel also. So I'm an intellectual property lawyer as well as an immigration attorney. I also have other areas of law I practice in too. So how are we all doing? Thanks for joining. So I also have other areas of law I practice too, but with regard intellectual property law, which has to do with copyright laws, as a content creator, of course, this is my first port of call when it comes to copyright law, because there are lots of copyright issues that go on with the online community these days, right? So you have to be very careful when you are a content creator. If you're coming online, okay, to create content, you have to be careful to not to violate, to respect the community guidelines and not to violate any of the YouTube community laws, right? Rules and policies. They have so many of it, which I'm going to be sharing on my platform, on this platform. Okay. So thank you also very much for joining. So let me see. So my usually what I do is this. I do my live based on whatever questions are coming in, right? In as much as we'll also talk about the bar prep tips, but sometimes, like the last live, the questions that were coming in were more on immigration law, so I had to focus on immigration law. But I later came up again to do another live on USLLM tips and questions, right? So I try to listen to my audience, okay? So yeah, so now we are having more questions coming up on digital growth, right? Digital growth tips, YouTube digital growth tips. But this live is supposed to be about US bar exam and bar prep tips, right? Bar prep tips and bar examination tips, right? So let's see, what do we do today? Wow, so how is everything going? My life looks like, I don't know. So let me see. Let me start answering questions on US perspectives. I respect your time, okay? I respect your time. I've gone in like 5 minutes. I came late. Some of you be like, you came late and yet you're still not, You came late, and yet you are still talking too much. Okay, okay. Let's go into what we have for today. So for our bar exam questions, let me go to that. Right. It says here, my first question here says, um, did you have your essays graded? Did you have your essays graded um, during your bar preparations? Of course, I did have my essays graded during my bar preparations. Even if Iraq wasn't so much of an issue to me, essay wasn't so much of an issue, but I did not want uh, to relegate, or I didn't want to put any area aside. So I decided to use Temis Bar Review course, and Temis Bar Review course, they had essay graders, persons that graded the essays. Um, we call them our attorney supervisors, and when they grade the essays, they will make sure to give us input and return those essays back to us, right? So it's very important you do not pipe low on any aspect of the bar examinations, right? Please try as much as you can to use a bar review course. No matter how much you think you have, you know it. No matter how many bar review materials you think you have, please try as much as you can to use bar review materials, okay, for your bar preparations, right? Like I said, all aspect of the bar exam preparation is very important. Thank you for joining. Every aspect of the bar exam preparation is very, very important, and you want to make sure that you are paying attention to every aspect, the MPT, your MBE, your MEE. Okay. Um, my other question here says, um, mm, let me see. A question came to mind just now. Based on, okay, let me see. What are the most common application pitfalls? What are the most common application pitfalls, like during your bar exam application? Now I'm talking about bar exam application, right? Um, I would say missing your documentation, your inaccurate information. So make sure every information you're putting in your application is accurate. Underestimating the character and fitness assessment complexities, right? Character and fitness, anything they ask you for in character and fitness, you want to make sure you provide accurate information. During my time, the character and fitness, I was almost running crazy, like, because every now and then they're sending me a message, we need this document, we need this document, we need this information, we need this information. They even had to reach out to my employers back in Nigeria. And if they cannot get your employers, they will definitely, hello, thanks for joining. If they can't get through to your employers, right, they will definitely come back to you to look for somebody that they can get to. They must get to every contact. They are that thorough, right? So don't take those documentations for granted. Okay, do not. Um, when should you start applying for the bar exams? Of course, for those of us who are in the LLM, it's very important you start looking out for the jurisdiction you're going to write your bar exams as soon as you start the LLM, because LLM is just a 1 year program, right? So you want to make sure that you're preparing yourself earlier. Go earlier so that you be sure that you're going to write the bar exam at the time when you want to write the bar exams, right? So you want to make sure that once you get in, you've started looking for what state you're going to write, what are their requirements, what are documents that they need you to bring, and all of that. Okay, it's very important. That's how early you should start. At least 6 months before, even 1 year before. I would say 1 year before, because by that 6 months before, you should have started preparing for the bar exams, right? Um, so uh, okay, I think I'm going to end this live stream here. I'll come out again. Let me talk about YouTube growth, right? I'm preparing a video on MBE tips and strategies for the MBE, and I'm going to release it very soon. So stay tuned for that. Okay, stay tuned for that. And yeah, let me go into the next live I have. Let me end this stream here.